everybody, Crystal Kitsune here, and for all you alumni of Hogwarts, or not, this is, once again, going to play the higher or lower game, or higher lower game, again with the shoddy shots of the Raspberita, margarita with a twist thing. We did this a couple weeks ago, last month, whatever, and it was pretty fun. We had fun seeing which one is higher or lower, and so I thought we would revisit this game again with the shots included, because unless I had like something else to take to do the higher or lower with, like I might get some Bean Boozled beans or something and do something similar with those, but for right now the only thing I've got is the booze, so we'll go ahead and crack this open. Uno. I brought another one in here just in case, and I got my big ass shot glass, which is not actually a shot glass, it's just filling it to the middle of the second, before they get into the second ridge there. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start the game. So, as you know, the premise of the game is to figure out which one is higher versus, so the Sixth Sense is higher or lower than Bayern Munich. I'm probably butchering that name, I'm sorry. So the Sixth Sense was a movie, in the 90s, with this kid here, which is not a kid anymore, he's an adult. And it was popular back then, which was a long time ago. So I'm thinking that Bayern Munich or whatever has more of he looks more relevant. So I'm gonna say that he is higher than the Sixth Sense by a long shot. Good thing I said that. Okay, so Bayern Munich has 1,500,000 monthly searches. I don't even know who this guy is. Apparently he's a soccer player. So, soccer I guess is really big right now because I guess they just had a thing going on with the soccer. I think that Yorkshire Terriers, even though they're cute, are searched less than this guy because, why would anybody search over a million, or 1.5 million over, on dogs? Awesome. Okay. Epic rap battles. That's a little bit of a toughie. Yorkshire Terriers are cute dogs. Got 550,000 searches on a monthly basis. I don't know what the relevance is in this day and age of epic rap battles, so I'm gonna say that it's progressively lower by a long shot. Okay, we're on a roll here. Epic rap battles versus Terracotta Warriors. Now, Terracotta Warriors was found in a tomb in China. I think forgive me if I'm wrong. So that was a long time ago, and I don't think it has that much of a searchability unless you're some student that's doing a report on them or something. But I think that the Terracotta Warriors has a lower search value than the epic rap battles. So we'll see. Oh no, there's more than I anticipated. So you know what that means. We crack out the Raspberita, pour it into the little glassy glass here. Now I usually only did like to the middle of the second, because there's these little circles and it goes all the way around, so you can see that it's to the middle of before it gets to the top of the other one. It's got those little bridges or whatever on it. So I'm gonna do that as a shot for each one. So we'll go ahead and take a little drinky of this since we lost. So down the hatch. It's a little bit more than I would prefer, but tasty. so let's get on to it again. Because quitters never win, winners never quit. Or something like that. So, it's taking this whole goddamn 3 times to upload the data for this game. My internet has been kind of poopy all day today, so I don't know what the problem is. Everybody wants to play this game or something, I don't know. It's pretty popular. A lot of people play this game. I mean, after Markiplier and them played it, it was been kind of a... It's just freshy fresh there. Because sometimes you just gotta refresh the page because sometimes it doesn't want to let you do it. And you don't want to sit here and wait for loading forever. Anytime, please! Okay, thank you. Okay, so Prison Break. 2,240,000 searches per month versus 2020. I have no idea what the effing frig that is. So I'm gonna say that it's lower because, I mean, it doesn't even seem like anything that, like, relevant for right now. So we'll say lower. Okay, good. I didn't think that. Post-traumatic stress disorder and post-traumatic are 2 different words, so that's already a thing against him. Which I would think would have higher because post-traumatic stress disorder is a thing that people deal with. Soldiers a lot because they get into battle and then they have issues after they get home and whatnot. So I think that has a higher search than 2020, whatever the fuck that is. So, yes, 450,000. Good. Okay, so Elton John. No. Elton John, lovely man. He did music in one of my favorite movies, The Lion King. And he was relevant back in the 90s. He was popular back in, like, the early days, because he had, like, Crocodile Rock and stuff like that. So he was relevant way back then, and then he kind of made a comeback when he was, you know, making music for The Lion King and stuff like that. But then he kind of, like, fell off, you know, the platform there for a while. I haven't heard anything about him lately. So I really don't think he has any relevance now. Excuse me, that stuff is carbonated. So I'm thinking, now, based off of what I just said, you would think that his search would be, damn it, lower than post-traumatic stress disorder. But knowing this game, how it likes to fuck with people and how it likes to fuck with me, I'm gonna say it's actually gonna be higher because Elton John is like a icon and whatnot. So I'm gonna say he's higher. I psyched you out, you motherfucking game. Now, I did exactly what I said because I said he wasn't relevant or that much today, but I think maybe something just recently went on with Elton John, so he's gonna be like searched up the yin yang because of whatever was going on. So, booyah, you fucking game! I psyched you out. Okay, so 1 million searches for Elton John, based off of Colossus of Rhodes, which I think has no relevance whatsoever because I've never heard of it. And if ships are passing through betwixt his legs, it looks like he's naked, so you get to see his freaking junk every time you sail under him. And he looks like a really cool statue, if that's what it's supposed to be. But I think it's going to be lower than Elton John by a margin, because what the fuck is this? I never even heard of it, so I'm just going to say lower. Because I never even heard of Colossus of Rhodes. Strictly Come Dancing, which looks like a knockoff of Dancing with the Stars. Which I would think that since Colossus of Rhodes doesn't seem to have any like prevalent standing in society today, that Strictly Come Dancing, whatever the fuck it is going to have a higher search. Because like I said, it looks basically like a ripoff of Dancing with the Stars. Sorry if I'm like totally wrong or whatever. Just by the picture alone, that's what it looks like. Because I have been not really... we missed a lot of the last few seasons, but we were kind of like religiously watching Dancing with the Stars for a while there, so I know Dancing with the Stars. So I'm gonna say that it's higher than Colossus of Rhodes. Not by much, but whatever. Johan Cruyff. Cruyff? I don't know. Johan Cruyff. It's an old picture. It's golden guy. It looks like some kind of gaming event or race car thing, or some sort of sports event, because there's a bleachers and stuff with a bunch of people behind him. But I've never heard of him. I'm not a sports person. I don't follow sports, so I'm gonna say that he's lower than Strictly Come Dancing. No, that old picture must have been like an old picture, and there's something relevant about him now, because it looks like some sort of sports person. So I'm just gonna say bottoms up, and I don't know why my thing is loading like really slow. So I'm gonna pour this on screen, because then you can see the magic happen. So here's... Okay, that's good, because I don't want to drink too much, because I don't want to go through too many of these. So here's the shot, and down we go. That one was a little bit more doable. The other one was a little bit much. Okay, so once again, and we'll do a couple more rounds depending on how far we can get, and see how well I can do. So far, our highest score is 5 rounds. We got 5 things. So New Zealand, 1 million views, searches, against Greece. Now, even though Greece is a thing, it doesn't mention ancient Greece. It just says Greece. Now, if it was ancient Greece, I would say it would be lower, because ancient Greece is in the past. Not really many people talk about Greece or anything like ancient Greece or whatever, unless you're like a historian or a student doing a project or something on ancient Greece. But this just says Greece, so it's pitting 2 countries against one another, New Zealand and Greece. Now, which one has the most searches? That's the question, because New Zealand has 1 million, so you know that's very widely searched. Greece, you would think would be like a very well searched place, because it's another tourist destination, because you want to see Roman Colosseum and all the ruins and things like that. So I'm gonna say, and I'm probably wrong, that Greece is a higher, probably but not by too much. Maybe it's like 1.5 million, but I think Greece has a little bit more than New Zealand. No, and I'm wrong. Okay, so boozing it up again, because that's what happens when I get the question wrong. So, shotty shot. I didn't even get one. I sucked that bad. Excuse me. This stuff has like a slight carbonation to it, so I get the bubbles, and it makes me burp. So sorry if you get grossed out by women burps. So far, 0 for 0 on that one. We didn't even come close to getting him. Okay, Save the Children, we know. Good thing there. A lot of people searching for it, but not a lot. It's 165,000. So LeBron James, sports person, relevant? I don't know if he's actually still relevant. I know he was like pretty relevant like about 10 years ago. So I'm gonna say that he's still relevant enough to be more than Save the Children, because he's a sports icon player of basketball, so he could at least have a higher enough search than Save the Children. So I'm gonna say it's higher by a lot. 4 million. Jesus Christ. Okay, we had Good Will Hunting before, I think. And even though it was probably a really good movie, sorry I'd never seen it, but even though Robin Williams died not that long ago, a year or 2 years ago now, I'm not sure, I don't keep track of time that well, but even though he was a good actor, the last time we had this one, it was higher because he had just died not that long ago, so people were probably searching up his movies and reading synopses or something like that on them. But I'm gonna say it's lower than 4 million because yeah, okay. So far so good. Finding Nemo, even though that's not Nemo, that's an actual clownfish, is higher than Good Will Hunting, especially now because they just brought out Finding Dory, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, we have to see the prequel before we see the sequel. So it's going to be higher than Good Will Hunting by a long shot. Not by much. That's surprising. I figured it would be higher than like in the millions. AT&T against Finding Nemo. I only will say AT&T is higher than Finding Nemo because a lot of people, I think I saw somebody make a point about this in their playthrough of this game, that AT&T for a lot of people is a piece of shit. So they have to like search AT&T to get their like home or their homepage or whatever, so they could get tech support or complaint or whatever, complaint department. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be higher than Finding Nemo, probably in the millions. I'm gonna say by a freaking long shot. Okay, Terminator against AT&T. There is nothing going to be higher than 7 million fucking searches for AT&T. The Terminator, even though it's a really cool series, not so much with the newer ones. I'm not giving any like I have never seen the Terminator movies, so I cannot say for sure whether or not they're good or bad. But it's just iconic. I'll be back, and that kind of stuff. So even though it's a very well-known movie series, franchise, whatever, that it's not going to be nearly as well as searched as AT&T because 7 fucking million, almost 7.5 million searches for fucking AT&T. There is no goddamn way that the Terminator is going to have more searches, I'm not drunk, I swear, than the Terminator. So I'm going to say that the Terminator is lower. Probably by a lot, because, it's not really that relevant anymore. So I'm going to say it's lower. By a long shot. Oh, shit. Okay, Red Nose Day against the Terminator. Okay, so Red Nose Day, if you don't know, it's like, I don't remember what exactly day it is. It's sometime it's past already. But it's where people put on red noses, and it's like for charity. Walgreens started doing this promotion thing where you get a red nose and put it on and do whatever. So I think Red Nose Day is more well known and relevant today than the Terminator by a long shot. I keep saying that, but I'm sure because the Terminator, like I said, even though it's like a cult classic type movie, it's not as relevant today as it was years ago, even though they came out with the Genesis one or whatever. I think probably like a lot of people are probably bitching and complaining about that one, but I think the Red Nose Day is probably going to have a higher search than the Terminator based off of the fact that it's more relevant than the Terminator right now. So we'll see. It's higher. Okay, good. Now we beat our high score, which was 5. So, Coachella Festival. Now Coachella, it doesn't say just Coachella, which leads me to believe that the Coachella Festival and Coachella is 2 different things. I know Coachella is like a big like music thing, and it lasts for a really long time because I saw like things going on about Coachella in YouTube when it was happening. But the Coachella Festival, even though it kind of eludes me because it's kind of like, oh, is this actually Coachella, or because I don't think it calls it a festival. But I'm still gonna say it's higher than Red Nose Day, just based off of the fact that it's Coachella, Oh no! See, that's why I was saying Coachella Festival is something separate then, because there's no fucking way that Coachella by itself would be less than Red Nose Day. So we got to 6. We got to 10 last time, but I'm running out of time for this episode. So sadly, I'm gonna have to end it here, but I'm gonna take my shot before that happens. So we're gonna go ahead and drink up the rest, or not, there's still a little bit left. Oh, what the fuck. Just pour the rest of it in there, because I'm not gonna poured out the sink. So this is what we got left of that glass. So I'm gonna down this and then end the episode. So cheers. Oh yeah, that's smooth. Okay. So, excuse me. So that was higher or lower with shots again. We didn't get quite as far as we did last time, so that's unfortunate. But it was still fun. We got to 6, which is not that bad, considering. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like. Be sure to share it with your friends. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Be sure to follow me on Tumblr and Instagram, even though I don't really do much on Tumblr, but I do stuff on Instagram, so be sure to follow me on that. Also, be sure to check out the Spreadshirt, which has a new design on it. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.